Hello, everybody. Happy Wednesday. I'm so excited to be here with you today. I'm Bari Lyman. For those of you who don't know me yet, uh, okay, so we have people joining. So I want to give people a chance to join our live. I have a great topic for you. And for those of you who do not know me and who are new to the community, again, my name is Bari Lyman, and I am the creator of the Meet to Marry method. And we are a transformational dating method that permanently removes dating and relationship trauma, right, from the past so that you could step up and really be in alignment with bringing in your soulmate. And we've helped more than 1,000 high achieving people to make this real for themselves. So, what does it mean to summon your soulmate? While you are joining, who is pumped up to be able to invite in the right person instead of the wrong people, right? Who's excited? Who's with me today? All right. Well, I am excited. Uh, I'm excited to be here with you. So while we're joining, I'd love to know where you're tuning in from. We are located in Miami Beach, south of Miami, Florida, in a town called Homestead. And I decided to go live today outside because it is so beautiful here today. And as we move into spring, I hope that you are uh, getting into that spring mindset of good love and finding your partner. Okay. So let's see who's here with me. Nice. All right. So if you have questions about anything we're talking about, uh, just post it in the chat. Post it in the chat. All right, guys. So today we're going to talk about the law of attraction and how to use it in your dating life. So, how many of you have cleaned out a closet, emptied half your closet, or you created a vision board, or you started meditating, right? Right. For those of us who have tried those things, it's because you're really trying to use the law of attraction. And the law of attraction is really saying that if you think good and you're positive and you think about a certain outcome, that it's just going to happen, right? So who has tried using the law of attraction, feeling positive and feeling like, yeah, I can do this. And then you get all optimistic, right? Who's done it? I think we've all tried this, right? Only to discover that you're still single, right? That you have that empty closet, you stare at your vision board every day, and it's not working. So we want to learn, what can we do to change our dating life so it isn't this roller coaster of positive thinking to devastation, to saying, oh, maybe it's not in the cards for me, because you feel, right? You feel like a good person. You feel like I'm a deserving person and I'm doing all these great things and I'm a high achiever, right? In other areas of my life. So what I want to do today is kind of reconcile why the law of attraction isn't working and what to do instead. Okay. Who's excited about that? So I'm looking at my phone to see who is here with me today so that we could, here we are. Oh, beautiful. Okay. Nice. Okay. So we know that positive thinking is not enough. Because sometimes what happens, why the law of attraction doesn't work, is we get into this, like I said, a good person, and then we get into this, what I call delusional optimism. And what I want to do is share some stories with you of people who got out of delusional optimism, which is optimism just for the sake of optimism, thinking the law of attraction and being a good person is going to work. And the reason it doesn't work is in order for the law of attraction to work, it's more than just think good and it will be good. Instead, we need to get into a different reality, a different understanding of what really does create success. And what creates success is getting into full and complete alignment and congruence and energy of the thing that you want. So what what I've been really successful at and what I believe we are the best in the world at is getting people into complete and total alignment and congruence with something that they've never had. And that something that they've never had is good love, to be loved properly. So I want to share a story. This is Jennifer. This is from my wall of love. This is Jennifer. Jennifer was in her 30s when we met, and she really wanted to get married and find her soulmate, and she did. And these are her two kids. She's been married for 8 years. This is Tina, and Tina is a successful security in tech in security, and she was very successful in her startup. And she's Christian, and she's a writer, and she wanted to find love, and she was having the hardest time. And now she's married and to Marvin about 5 years, and she's the most beautiful child, a son, and she lives a beautiful life. And here is Jody in her 40s, right? So I wanted to give you examples. And Jody lives in San Francisco, a really good self-aware person, wanted to find her love, very self-aware, very successful. And a client in her 50s. This is Melanie, an attorney, a traffic attorney in South Florida, also never married, wanted to find good love in her 50s, and she too is now married. And lastly, meet Anna. Anna was in her 60s. She'd given up on love for more than 30 years because she was raising her kids, didn't want to bring bad guys or take a risk of having men around her children. 30 years. How many years has it been for you that you've been waiting for love? How many years? I know for me, I struggled for a very long time, more like 20 years. And I tried everything I could think of, from law of attraction to therapy to energy healing, all good things like that. These things are all very good and very positive. But what they all had in common when they first joined my program, which is called A Clear Path to True Healthy Love, is that every one of them was not in alignment to receive the kind of love that they wanted. So I'll say that again. They were not in alignment to receive the kinds of love that they really wanted. So they were attracting all the wrong people. Okay, I got the lighting just right. It's very sunny out here today. So if we're not in alignment to of being comfortable knowing good love, receiving good love, because we've been abused, neglected, misunderstood, traumatized, then there is no way you can clear out a closet and expect to just be a good person and have that person show up. So the law of attraction will not work when we have hidden blocks and barriers to love, combined with not knowing how to do it because no one ever taught us. So in my experience, you guys, high achievers, lawyers, doctors, teachers, administrative assistants, people who enjoy, having a plan and knowing that they're good and that you have so much love to give. So again, we want to change that paradigm. And the first thing I want you to recognize is that finding love is, again, not about being a good person, but the first thing we have to do is learn how to believe that good love is possible for us so that we can literally be in alignment with bringing in the right person. Because if we do not believe, not fake believing, but really believing in something brand new that we don't trust because we have not been able to trust it before, that all new possibilities really do exist. But again, you can't fake it. We cannot fake energy. So even if we're psyching ourselves up and we're clearing out our closet and we're meditating and we're optimistic, what I want you to know today is that things that are unresolved in the past will always block being in alignment. Okay, so what does that look like? It means that when you believe and when you're able to receive, and you're really truly in a state of congruence, because you're so rooted in high self-worth, in knowing your true value, that is what I call being real and vulnerable. And real and vulnerable is very different than, I'm perfect and I want everyone to think I'm perfect and I don't want anyone to really see me. See the difference? So when we're really real, um, that is high vibration. Okay. Can you see that? That it's high vibe. This is who I am. I really like myself. But what I find is that when we get down to the truth of it, the root of it, the hidden, we start to discover that we do not trust and we do not believe and we are not in high self-worth and we don't feel like we can trust in love. So the truth is the truth and we deal in realities. So even if we clear out the closet, even if we uh meditate, if the reality is I don't trust, so I'm afraid of being hurt, don't trust men, can't let anyone in my life who might ruin it. Well, that, my friends, is low vibration. Right? When we look at the energy chart, the energy chart in the universe, the lowest vibrational energy is shame. It's shame. And so if we are unconsciously blocked, okay, and that's why there's no like, this is anyone's fault. It's not anyone's fault. But when we have shame, incompletions, trust issues, fear, all those things are not aligned with high vibrational energy. And that is why the law of attraction can feel like superficial, like bankrupt, because it's not as simple. It's not like magic, pretend you're optimistic because you're good and spiritual and loving, but what else in your life do we look at that way? Right? So that's really the truth. So in order to change your dating life so that you could bring in the kind of partner that you really want, it's going to take getting real first with yourself that, I notice that I have some shame, uh, low vibration, trust issues. Maybe I don't feel worthy. And admitting that is a very powerful step. So here's a little exercise I love to do with people. So imagine that you're going to meet your person today. Right after this live, you're going to go out and you're going to meet your person. What is your reaction? what is your initial reaction? Are you like, yeah, that's fantastic, Barry. I'm gonna put on my best outfit. I am totally ready. Is that your reaction? Like, ooh, that is amazing. Let's go. Or do you feel like, what if the person is not what I want? What if they say one thing and do another? How will I do this? How will I navigate this? How can I really trust? So, being honest about that is the very first step in opening up so that universal energies and that the law of attraction can really work for you. Because if we are just faking it, it doesn't work. Because whether faking it is not congruence, right? Like attracts like. So again, that is the first step to really opening up and admitting that maybe I'm not fully trusting. And then from there, we can learn how to trust when we've been hurt and disappointed before. And so the difference between your businesses and other areas of your life that are always that work for you, because people say, oh my God, everything else works in my life. Why not love? And that's because in other areas of your life, you know what to do. You feel really confident. End to end, it just really works. But when it comes to love, we're talking about emotional intimacy. So, for those of you who are just joining, just a quick recap that we're talking about how to use the law of attraction to really work in your dating life. And I have helped, more than 1,000 people to open up of all ages from really third 20s all the way into their 70s. Because when we're not in alignment, then it's not possible. So what we specialize in is removing those hidden barriers so that you really can we're a transformational dating and life method that allows you to change things. So the first thing we have to do is really realize that the person that you want to meet, to marry, to share life with, whatever you want to call it, is high vibration. Right? How many people want someone to really love them as they are? You want someone to love you as you are. You want someone that you can trust to have your back, right? To prioritize you. Who wants that? Right? Okay. So yeah. Hello, Leora. Welcome. Yeah. So we really want to admit and to realize, oh, I really am negative. I really am mistrusting. And all of that, what it really does at the end of the day is it repels. So your person is high vibe, right? That person who's giving and loving and can see you, that you can really trust, who's ready for love, who wants to create the life with you. But where are we? And this is where personal responsibility comes into it. Trust issues, negativity, skepticism, playing small, faking it till you make it. It's lower vibration. And I ask you this, would you want to meet someone who is low vibration, who has fear, trust issues, abandonment issues that are not resolved? No, right? We don't want that. So, really, what we're seeing is that we need to be in alignment, right? So, high vibration aligns with high vibration, and then the two can come together. And that is when end to end, because if not, it's like having a GPS. Like, you want to go someplace, but you're not tuned in to that station, that radio station, or you get in your car to go someplace, but you haven't turned on your navigation. So it's like you're just like driving around kind of wishing and hoping. And the other thing is that we want to not expect the world to change for us, right? We many of us, we really want the world around us to change. And then How many of you are down on dating sites? I don't like dating sites. They attract low vibration people, right? And we want the world to show up differently, but in order to have the world show up differently, who do you think needs to shift and change? Who's at the heart of the matter, do you think? We are. You are. I was. Anna, Tina, all my clients, everyone who has created personal change and got into alignment did so by not having just optimism and wishing. And unfortunately, in our society, law of attraction often feels like, you know, like, like, like a quick fix. Think good and it'll be good. But again, it really is about alignment. And the law of attraction also isn't about magic. It's not magic. It's really about getting into the space of next learning what is good love. How can I open up to receiving good love? And to apply that in your dating life is to be totally in a new energy and understanding of what you really need in a relationship, what you really want, right? Beyond a checklist and the red flags and the must haves. Because unfortunately, if we're just dealing in red flags, then we're at a level of, well, I see what I don't want quickly and I get rid of that person quickly. But that's not the heart of the matter. You're just continuing to attract the wrong people. So, in my experience, we can look as a diagnostic tool the kinds of people that you're dating and that you're attracting and the choices that you're making, and literally see what you're doing wrong. Not purposely like, shame on you, you're doing something wrong, but no one ever showed you how to do that. So when we look at, let's take a look at Anna, right? Anna and Mark, she has such a beautiful love affair, friendship. They lead a beautiful life with their grown families and grandchildren, and they travel. But the truth is Anna's alignment was totally off. Anna was shut off to love. And when she went out, when she decided maybe it would be nice to have a real partner, her energy was off. Her belief system was off. Her trust issues were still up. She had no idea how to be in alignment. And just being a good person and successful didn't do it. But what happened is we changed her energy. We changed her understanding of herself. We renovated what she believed about men based on how she grew up, based on the marriage that she had, based on, I have to do everything. I'm going to be mother. I'm going to be everything for my children. So she learned that she has to do everything and that she, there was no one ever to take care of her. So when we made all of those changes and she learned about how to find a good man, right? She opens up to it, and then law of attraction works for you. Law of attraction works because we change your beliefs, not fake. The same is what happened with Melanie, who good person, spiritual person, but she had no idea how to trust men. She had no idea how to bring one in. She was dating on and off for 25 years. And then it felt like there's just no one great out there. But when she realized, wow, I need help, and she came to us, that's when she found her husband, and they are just living a grand, beautiful, conscious spiritual life together. Same with Jody. Jody did tons of therapy, tons of landmark, tons and tons. Such a good person, a real estate executive, but not in love, not in love. So when we worked together, We changed her beliefs. She shifted her vibration. She got into clarity. She started to understand what is good love? What are my real needs? Well, that's when she found her husband, who literally was like a mile away. She didn't think it was possible to meet a great soulmate in San Francisco, but she did. And she and Dennis, she always feels like a princess. He always prioritizes her, even though we had children, right? It is possible, right, to feel so prioritized. And when you marry someone who is healthy, then it's a total game changer. And the same with Tina. And we could spend all day and I could show you case studies, right? Same with Tina, real tech executive, and Jennifer, who was in Manhattan, and she really didn't know how to receive love or how to choose. She was addicted to really bad guys. But the good news is that to get into being connected with the law of attraction is to shift yourself in a real practical way to understand what, who am I? What is my vibration? What are my skills when it comes to understanding myself and love? And so the good news is, again, there's a way to change it so that you are crushing it. So that dating becomes totally amazing. Dating becomes where you're in the driver's seat. You're creating and inviting in only the right partners, the right men and women who share your dreams, who share your values, because you are aligned with the law of attraction. You're not faking it till you make it. And again, being a creator is at the root of making real things happen. So, in summary, you are at the heart of the matter and you deserve to have love. And just like you've learned other things before, you've learned your businesses, you've learned uh, languages, sports, health, raising children, dealing with um, aging parents, like all the things that you do, you've had instruction. And high achievers tend to really appreciate a plan. And so that is how we tap into the law of attraction, by having a future focused vision and standing in today and getting into alignment with being a person, be the one to find the one who has what they want. And so you can put that into place in your life. And that is what we love to do. And we have a program called The Clear Path to True Healthy Love. And I look for people who are motivated to really invest time and energy and financial resources to be in this plan where we condense time. So, of course, what I'm teaching you, can you do it on your own? You can, of course, try it. But in my experience, I tried to do it on my own and I couldn't. And all the people I work with, what we find is that success comes with a goal and coming back to today and making steps and clearing the space and understanding in a new way from a place of reason, not delusional optimism. So of course you can, we can all try and do it on our own, but mostly when we have a plan, a mentor, structure, and accountability, it works. But you have to trust. There comes a point when you have to say, I've been divorced, that cost a fortune, not being in alignment, my health, my joy, being alone, not having someone to share my life with, the effects on our children, on our health is pretty massive, is pretty massive. And finding the person you're going to share your life with is really the most important decision a person makes, right? When we fake it till we make it and we get into relationships that are non-starters, it really it really is heartbreaking. I know I did it over and over and over again. So if you're the kind of person that would like to have a plan and you want to talk about how we can apply this plan in your life because you are ready for love and the associated transformation that goes with it when we really have a high vibration, when we're really free of the past, it's really magical. It's magical financially, health-wise, and when it comes to our joy. So anyway, if that is something that you want, definitely, book a 15-minute session and let's look and see how we can apply this to your life. And I love all you guys and I really enjoy getting to know you. And so we've opened up some spots on our calendars this week. So we're going to put the link. It's meettomary.com/clarity session. And so every week, I go live on a different topic and we have a whole library. And so if you enjoy this real talk, then definitely like it and share with your friends. I love growing this community. All right, guys, thank you for tuning in. Send your questions and book your 15-minute session. There's no pressure to do anything. It's just about getting to know each other and really standing with you to help you to achieve your dreams because you deserve love. You were born for it. All right, guys, thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you next week.